Okay, so let's say you made a simulation or game in Gemini and now you want to share it out so that other people can see it and use it, such as kids. First, how do we see our simulation or game if we've X'd out of it? When you're on your main Google page, you can click on the waffle or apps button and then go down to Gemini. It will bring up a spot for a new chat. However, on the left-hand side, you can click the menu to see all of your previous chats. So here was my game that I made about debit versus credit cards. You can preview the game interactive here. If you find there's something you want to tweak, you just type in the chat and let it know what you want to fix, and it will update the code and fix whatever things you want to tweak or fix. That is in preview mode. When you're ready to share out, there is the code mode here. This is the stuff that we need to grab and put somewhere else so that way other people can then play the game. So we can actually just click this share button and click copy contents. And then probably the easiest way to do this is to open a new tab. Under the waffle, there's sites. Google Sites is a way to make a website. You can just click on sites. We can just do a blank site. Name your game. Okay, and then we want to have an embed block. So that is what we need to put in. So I'm going to click on the embed. So right here, just click on embed, insert, and the code. So we're not doing a URL, we're not doing a link. We're going to paste the whole code. So we're going to click on code, and we're going to paste that whole gobbledygook of code there. And click next. And we're going to insert. And there it's going to show up on our little page. We can drag it to make it a little bit bigger. And there we go. If we want to make it longer so that they don't really have to scroll, we can do that. So that way they're not, they can see the whole thing. Okay? I'm sure you can get way more in depth with this Google site, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to click publish. And it looks like because I don't have a title, it's coming up blank, so why don't I put in a title? Okay, now when I click publish, it's going to use that as part of the website address. Click publish. There we go. I can share with others. And right now the site is only available to people in Colonial. I can just make it public. Copy the site to the published link, click done. And that is the link I want to grab. So I want to grab this published site link. I'm going to test it out. So I'm actually going to go over into my guest profile. That is something that it's a Chrome profile that is not logged in as anybody. So it's a good way to test if links work with people not signed in. I can share my website address, and here's my little website, debit versus credit, and here's my little game, and now I can play my game. So I've got my happiness, I can do debit card, and I'm playing the game. What's nice about doing the website versions, you can also put information above it to kind of explain the game if you wanted to. So on this little website builder, I can put content, right? So maybe I want to do a text box above it. So insert a text box, and then you could say game rules and whatever else you want to say, and then just click publish and publish. And then that way any changes you make can kind of flow through. So if you put in your game rules and whatnot, you can publish them. Okay, there we go. Okay, and that's it. So I think using, here we go. It just took a minute to update, but now my game rules and stuff can be updated there. So I think that's probably the best way to share these games. It's a link, and then you can share that out wherever you need to. So exciting.